Please subscribe to Facetv Africa and turn the notification on. Facetv Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.
We have interesting days ahead as every day brings new development and sometimes surprising development. The governance in Nigeria has come to a point whereby Nigerians are amazed at the kind of leaders that we have in the positions of power. Just recently, the president of the Nigerian Senate, Akpabio, made a revelation which he mistakenly did and revealed that money was sent to senators to enjoy their recess. I mean, this time that Nigerians are facing hardship, this time that there is a clamor for people to tighten their seatbelt, there is a clamor for the government to cut down its expenses and spending, and this is senators that are well paid, senators that already have all they need in the house. Just recently, 70 billion naira was allocated for the well-being of the senators. Now, a revelation that monies have been sent into the account. It's unfortunate that Nigerians are getting this from their leaders, and it seems, unlike other countries, such an action would have spurred protests. In fact, they will have blocked the National Assembly because of such action from the Nigerian Senate. I mean, these people don't have the Nigerian populace at heart. They are not there for you and I. They are there for themselves. They are there for their families and for their personal interests. He never knew when he made the revelation, and he quickly took back the statement when he found out that the senators at the floor were giving him signals. My brother, you have made a mistake in revealing this. We thank God it is out. Senators will enjoy their recess with huge amount of monies paid in their bank accounts. In fact, it was paid by the clerk of the house. So these guys are sharing money, while Nigerians, the implementation of the 8,000 naira palliatives yet to be implemented. Although governors have been given mandates to carry out palliatives, but it is not going to the poorest of the poor as stipulated by these senators. It is not getting to the people that really need these things the most. What would a senator at this point in time need money for recess? Now, if you make your investigation, you see that these monies will be running into millions. And the issue of accountability would be a thing of involving the EFCC, involving the DSS, to get to know how much was being paid to these lawmakers. If you go to the streets today, you see Nigerians seriously angry with the economic situation. And it will make them more angrier if they get to know that our senators are going back with huge monies in their bank account for resting. Despite all the allowances they get, despite all the freebies they get, despite all the contracts they get, despite all the opportunities they get with budget padding, still, they never thought of trying to cut cost of governance or find a way whereby they will settle Nigerians first before they get themselves to enjoy. In the video, he said it is to enjoy their recess. So the video keeps showing Mr. Akpabio making a blunder, went viral on social media.
As soon as Senator Umahi takes his oath of office, we shall rearrange the office of the leadership. In order to enable all of us to enjoy our holidays, a token has been sent to our various accounts by the clerk of the National Assembly. I withdraw that statement. In order to allow you to enjoy your holiday, the Senate President has sent prayers to your mailboxes. To assist you to go on a safe journey and return. This Senate.
The clip surfaced on Wednesday. The incident reportedly happened on Monday after the senators concluded the screening and confirmation of President Bola Tinubu's ministerial nominees. However, the senators later adjourned plenary to 26th September. You know, this time around, Nigerians are getting ready for a revolution, And that revolution will be, this current regime will make that revolution possible, and that revolution will change the country, will change the leadership of the country. Like what is happening in Niger Republic. Imagine people, the residents, are happy with a military junta that overthrew a civilian, a democratically elected president. It is an irony because in most sense, the military would not be choosing ahead of democracy. Democracy, freedom of speech, rights to life, freedom of expression, freedom of religion, freedom of association. But military does not really give you freedom. But people are buying into the military system of government because democracy has failed. This is an example of what our senators are doing and Nigerians are watching, and it is something that we need to take very, very seriously because people are hungry. People are going through a lot and a lot. Imagine, out of the senators, we have over 100 of the senators, and imagine something like 20 million we're going through their accounts because these guys are just bent on having to empty the treasury of the nation without recourse to whether Nigeria is viable, whether Nigeria owes the World Bank, whether the economy is flourishing. It is under these leaders, this crop of leaders, that we have refineries, but they are not working. Instead, they had to give a loan to a private individual to build a refinery with the hope that it was going to work. Now it is not working. They are telling us 2025 that this refinery is going to work. It's under this leadership that we have Nigeria from Obasanjo regime that we cleared all the debts. We are having over 77 trillion naira as debt under this person. And when you look around, what has this money been used to procure? This 77 trillion naira debt we are owing, despite rich natural resources, flamboyant reserves all around the nooks and crannies of Nigeria, yet Nigeria seems to be a poor country. And the senators are living fat. Shore said that it is the Tinubu's administration that will make a revolution possible. I don't know whether these guys go on the streets to see the bitterness, the frustration of Nigerians. I don't know whether these guys really are representing their constituencies. I don't know when Nigerians will rise up and make sure that these guys are held accountable for every atrocity that they have committed. So far, so good. Nigerians will go home, go to bed without any food whatsoever. But the senators that are the most paid in the world, even the world power, United States, the senators don't get the pay that our senators get. All the allowances intact. Even they pad the budget with billions of naira, which they put in their pockets. Bribery, corruption, scandals here and there. Committees collect bribes from ministries to cover corruption, not to really do investigations, and a whole lot of things is happening with the Senate. And I don't think this Senate will be the best of Senates that we will experience in a crucial time like this. Nigerians are very angry, and Akpabio and co should be ready for a statement from Nigerians, because if you push someone to the wall, it will get to a point whereby he would turn back at you. In fact, imagine he didn't realize what he was doing until they notified him that, man, you are on live program. You can bet me the reaction of Nigerians. Some Nigerians were just surprised, flabbergasted with the development. Some of them have not eaten, but our senators, despite the debts that we are owing different countries, they still have money to throw around. When will there be a change in the style of leadership? That's why P2B called the leadership transactional leadership. Some people are even angry that this government is focused on Niger Republic and not looking at the welfare of the people. They settle themselves at the back. They resolve their welfare at the back and find ways to try and want to be playing the role of the big brother in Africa, going into Niger and wanting to restore democracy, while back here in Nigeria, Nigerians are clamoring for help. So it's ironical and unfortunate that Akpabio and co, 2 months into power, they have really failed Nigerians, that Nigerians will never recover from it. So whoever has access to his or her senators, they should come together, find a way whereby they will hold them accountable. The holiday allowance Mr. Akpabio said was paid to lawmakers is unknown to the law. Imagine. The holiday allowance Mr. Akpabio said was paid to lawmakers is unknown to the law. This is a scheme they use to siphon money. If it's unknown to the law, is it not taxpayers' money, or does the law not back tax and taxpayers' money? Is it not from the revenue of the country, the budget of the country, which is backed by law, that these monies are being gotten from? So they should explain to us. He said the remuneration package approved for lawmakers by the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission has no holiday allowance or token provisions, but the lawmakers are entitled to recess allowance under the law, which is 10% of the annual basic salary of each legislator, and is paid once a year. Mr. Akpabio may have in his comment referred to that recess allowance as holiday allowance. You know, politicians, they find a way to do collateral damage to what it's been done. So they must find a way, try to make it look as if it is, we needed to get such allowance despite the fact that Nigerians are dying in hunger. We needed to get allowance despite the fact that families are going home without food, without anything to fall back to. This is a crucial time in our country that we really need action. If we don't take action, there might be no other time for us to take action. But let our leaders try as much as they can to listen to the yearnings of the people they are leading. Leaders are servants, servants are leaders. It is the senators, the ministers, the president, the presidential aides, the governors, the commissioner, the House of Assembly members that should serve the people, and not the people the other way round. So this is going to remain in the hearts and minds of Nigerians, that there was a time in history that the senators preferred to serve themselves than to serve Nigerians.
Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.